So you're on the radio defending Nazi language and saying that you'd use it too?
No, I ain't a Nazi. I'm Irish.
James O'Brien faces an LBC caller who claims Britain is being swarmed and invaded. The exact words driving today's immigration debate and UK politics culture war. This clash exposes how loaded language, from Suella Braverman-style soundbites to historical echoes flagged by Holocaust survivor Joan Salter, can backfire and get exposed live on air. A sharp fact-first reality check. Let's roll the clip.
Oof. James is in Hersham. James, what would you like to say?
I don't think Braverman should apologise for what she said. I don't think words swarm and invasion have got anything to do with the respectful lady who had to lead the Holocaust, because the Jews were indigenous to Germany, so they never swarmed or invade.
Yeah, go on.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think Braverman should apologise for what she said.
Okay.
I think she's right.
Because the Jews were indigenous to Germany?
Well, the Jews were indigenous to Germany, so they didn't swarm or invade. So I don't know why...
You know, they rounded up Jews in Poland and France, and she wasn't even from Germany, I don't think, this woman. She was from Belgium.
Okay.
So, what, well, the whole notion of... The whole notion of the master race eschews completely the notion that the Jews are indigenous to any European countries. You don't need me to tell you that. So why mention that at the outset?
Could you say that again? Sorry.
Why mention indigenous German Jews at the outset when we're talking about a Holocaust?
I didn't know she was from Belgium. I mean, she was indigenous to Belgium, so...
It's quite an odd position to arrive at without having all the facts in front of you, James.
Well, there's the facts. She was from Belgium. She didn't swarm or invade anywhere.
Right.
So for her to be upset...
So why did the Nazis use that language then?
They didn't, did they?
Well, I mean, this is silly now.
Well, there's no evidence of that, is there?
There's no evidence of the Nazis using language like vermin or invasion or swarm to describe Jews.
We're not talking about vermin. We're talking about the two words swarm and invade.
Well, I'm adding vermin to the list now as well. If you're unaware of how the Nazis...
No, you can't be... I mean, if you're just going to keep adding words, then we could be here all day talking about words.
Yes, you're right. We are here all day talking about words.
Well, we're just talking about two specific words, what Braverman said.
Yes.
And I don't think she was wrong in using them words.
But you don't think the Nazis used them either, James? So your position is already a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Not really, no. I mean, for the people to clapping or applauding, they obviously agree with what Braverman was saying.
You would be as well, wouldn't you?
I would be, yeah.
So if Joan Salter was here now and she is telling you that this language reminds her of how the Nazis spoke about people like her, the ones that got away and of course the ones that were murdered in the camps, what would you say to her?
I wouldn't say that you swarmed or invade anywhere.
No, but she's saying this language reminds me of how they spoke about us.
How does them two words remind her?
Well, she's told you. I'll tell you again if you want.
Well, no,
I feel very strongly that the Holocaust ended in the death camps, but it started with words, with othering the Jewish people. This isn't too many words for you, is it, James?
No, it's not even
okay. With othering the Jewish people, blaming them for all the problems in Germany, and I'm afraid that the actions and words of our Home Secretary is very similar. She needs to look into her humanity rather than dehumanising a group of people, many of whom are absolutely desperate. So how would you set her straight?
I'd say to her that she didn't swarm or invade anywhere. She was from Belgium. She was made to leave.
And if she said to you, I have no idea what you're talking about, how would you clarify?
She wouldn't say that, would she? How do you know what she'd say?
Well, that's why I used the word if.
Well, I don't think she would say that. I mean, I don't think she did swarm or invade anywhere. She was indigenous to Belgium as a Jew. Okay. She had to leave Belgium because the Nazis made her leave. And I think Braverman's right. We are being swarmed and invaded.
There we go. That's fine then. So you use the same language that they used?
Yeah, I'm using them two words, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And so did the Nazis.
Words, not vermin or any other words you want to add in. Just swarm and invade.
Yeah. So you're on the radio defending Nazi language and saying that you'd use it too.
No, I ain't a Nazi. I'm Irish. So I'm an Irish Catholic.
So was William Joyce, actually, mate.
I wouldn't be defending like the Nazis.
But just their
Braverman.
language, just the way they talked about.
Well, no, I don't
Jews.
think. But you're calling Braverman a Nazi.
No. Joan Salter is accusing her of using the same language that the Nazis used to talk
but
about
you just
Jews.
said to me, I'm happy using that Nazi language.
Yes, that's not calling you a Nazi, is it?
Well, it is in a way, isn't it?
No.
Well, I'm not using Nazi language.
You just said you would. You just said it is a swarm and it is an invasion.
It is, yeah. That's
Yeah,
not
but
Nazi language.
that's what the Nazis would say about the Jews.
No, they haven't.
Well, this is the point where the conversation sort of began and ended, because they just did, mate. Read a book.
Where did the Nazis ever say they were being swarmed and invaded?
I'll tell you
by
what,
Jews?
just go and Google it. And
Why
then
do I
when
need
you've
to Google
Googled it, ask yourself why you didn't do that before you rang in.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
On you go.
That exchange shows why words matter. When a caller repeats swarm and invasion, James O'Brien calmly shuts down the narrative by linking language to history, evidence, and consequences. Exactly the LBC debate we need. You heard the pivot, from slogan to logical trap, from certainty to collapse once the facts, Auschwitz museum warnings, and Joan Salter's testimony enter the frame. This isn't about left versus right. It's about whether UK immigration arguments rely on data, or on dehumanizing buzzwords that backfire under basic scrutiny. If your case needs fear words to stand, it won't stand long. Real leadership means precision, compassion, and proof. What did you hear? Persuasion or provocation? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more.